Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Before I get into this video, I just have one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is what I should call people who watch my videos. Like, I feel like everyone has like a little fan name, and I don't want to say fan because I don't like consider people my fan. I think that's kind of weird to say. Just so I can address you guys. I realize I start every video off with, hey guys, or hi guys, or welcome back guys, and that's boring. So if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below, but let's get into the video.
How you living?
Today we are going to get into relationships, both romantic and platonic, and how we can kind of make sure that we're not crossing the line of self-respect and making sure that we are still putting our mental health first. And what I mean by that is kind of, we've all been in relationships, especially me. I've been in so many relationships where I'm the one who's pushing for us to be together. I'm the one who's pushing for us to talk. I'm the one who's making sure that everything goes smooth. And that's never fun. That's never a relationship that, like, is that a spider? I'm back. It wasn't a spider. But it's never fun to be that person. And sometimes it can take a real toll on your mental health. And I'm really big on mental health. I think mental health is the most important thing, especially in times like right now. We're coming up on winter, and we're also coming up on winter with COVID. So seasonal depression is just gonna be rough. And the last thing that you need is people in your life who make you feel like you are a bother, or people in your life who make you feel like you're less than because of the things that you asked for. So I felt like this video was something that was really important to make because I've been there. You know, I've been in relationships in the winter where it's dark out pretty much all day and you can't really go anywhere because there's snow. So I can only imagine what it is like being in a relationship now and then having those thoughts in your head of like, why am I always the one who's putting my best foot forward? And I don't mean just romantic relationships. Again, I mean even friendships. If you feel like, you know, you're just kind of pushing for someone to be in your life, it's time to like take a step back and kind of think like, is it really worth it for me to be doing this to myself? Is it really beneficial for me to be kind of pushing for this person to be in my life? Because anyone who wants to be in your life, as we all know, and we all know it, if they wanted to, they would. And like, we all hear that and we're like, haha, yeah, if he wanted to, he would. If she wanted to, she would. But it's like, when you really sit back and think about it, you think about the little things that you push for and little things that make you think like, why should I have to ask for this? If you ever feel like, why should I have to ask for this? Whether it's a friend that you've known 20 years or a friend that you just made 3 months ago, if you ever feel like you're kind of compromising your self-respect, then once again, it's time to kind of take a step back, and you are totally entitled to do that. Like I said, a big part of this is self-respect. If you feel, let's take it like romantically, for instance. If you are kind of talking to someone and you feel that you're kind of putting in more effort, sometimes it's okay to just bring that up. Like if this is someone that you are pursuing, that you would like to be in relations with, you should feel comfortable enough to bring it up and just kind of be like, hey, I don't know if you kind of noticed, but I just feel like I'm always the one suggesting that we hang out, or I'm always the one who's putting my foot forward so that we can remain in this relationship together. And if this person is someone who's truly meant to be in your life, someone who truly likes you, they will say, you know, why they haven't been putting their best foot forward or why they haven't been reaching out. And that'll either end with you feeling better and having that kind of closure and you guys working towards something better, or it'll end in kind of like a, I won't accept that. And it is totally fair for you to set your standards and not change them. I don't know along the way where it became okay for us to kind of have bare minimum standards. And by us, I don't mean just women, definitely not. I mean just anyone. I don't know where along the line it became okay for people to not have standards for themselves. Like, it's like you can get on social media sometimes and hear people talking about their standards, and then you always see someone like responding to them and they're like, don't you think you're asking for a bit much? No. I feel that your standards, as long as you can provide your standards, you know, like you can't ask for someone to have like a Bentley and at that $100,000 and your bank account is at like $53 and you take the bus every day. Like, I feel like that, I mean, you can, but you can't be shocked if that person isn't interested in you. That's not the point. The point is, having your standards and just saying, you know, I need a partner who can satisfy my communication needs. I need a partner who can be there for me when I need them. That is perfectly okay to say. And anyone who tells you that it's not is not someone who should be in your life. It can be a little difficult to open up the conversation with that person on how you feel things might not be going the best. So I think the best way to kind of go about it is to just be upfront. Like I said, at the end of the day, anyone who wants to be there will have the conversation with you. You know, it all boils down to self-respect. When you respect yourself and when you know what you deserve and what you don't, then it's easy. It's so easy. So I don't know if this video has been helpful. It's just something that I wanted to kind of speak on. But just make sure that you're putting yourself first. And that's not selfish. I also, just like, you know, standards apparently became selfish to speak about and whatever, which they're not. But somewhere along the line, it became selfish to put yourself first and put your needs in a relationship before people, like their feelings, even though they're hurting you and it doesn't matter. If you feel at any point that your needs are being ignored or, you know, just flat out disrespected, then you have every right to call people out on it. So don't ever feel like you're doing too much or anything along those lines. You're entitled to every emotion that you feel. But that's it. So if you found this video useful, I'm very happy. If you didn't, I mean, well, whatever. But I feel like that's how I kind of overcame especially a lot of my relationship feelings, where I just felt like I was just being disrespected, honestly. And it takes a lot to recognize when you're being disrespected. So once you do, kudos to you, and I hope that you can figure it out. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I pretty much just ended the video in the last video. Like, I just spoke on it. I said, if it works, it does, and if it don't, it don't. But genuinely, I hope that everyone who deals with, you know, boundary issues and self-respect can figure it out, because once you do, you feel great, and we all like to feel great. Thanks for watching.